It's early as hell in the morning and we find ourselves once again at one of our favorite spots in Thailand, arguably favorite spots in the entire world. And we'll show you why in just a second.
800 meters up this way is my favorite place in the entire world.
Okay, so here we are, 1 year later, same spot. And seriously, this place, there's a reason we keep coming back. This place is somewhat magical. There's uninterrupted beauty every second that you're here, whether it's the plants or the sounds of the animals or the views. It's everything. It's what keeps us coming back for our yearly pilgrimage, if you will. And as much as we say it, we can't stress it enough that if you're in Thailand, it is 1000% worth the trip or the trek to come up to northern Thailand, Chiang Rai, and pay a little visit to Phu Chi Fa. It's really foggy, as you can tell, but we're hoping that the sun comes through and burns through the fog. But even if it doesn't, it's still just this really mystical walk to get up to the top. And again, it just adds to the excitement of the journey. Really fun stuff.
I will say though, if you are not a hiker or not a physically active person, you do need to prepare for this, because even though it's only 800 meters, it's 800 meters straight up, and it's not man-made. So you're just walking on the earth and it can be a little slippery. So not for the faint of heart.
We're wearing long sleeves, as you can tell, and jeans. You don't necessarily have to wear jeans. You want to look up the weather before you get here. Shorts may do if you're okay with cold weather. But you probably want to dress in layers, so maybe a jacket, a long sleeve, peel it off as you get hotter as the day goes, and most definitely tennis shoes. You don't have to wear hiking shoes, but tennis shoes are a must. Do not do it in flip-flops. And that's why we keep coming back.
It just keeps getting better and better. This year there was a lot more cloud coverage, but it gave it that mystical, magical, Phu Chi Fa magicalness.
Aim to spend at minimum 1 hour here. If you're a photographer and you're trying to take advantage of the scenery, maybe 2 to 3 would be a little bit better, especially if you're putting up with the conditions that we were in today, where it's like a mix of sun and then thick cloud coverage. So the more time you allot, the better.
Don't fret though if you miss the sunrise. So if you end up waking up a little bit later, it's okay to still come up here at 7:30 or 8:30. It's probably okay to come up here at any time. But 7:30 and 8:30 is when it's completely lit up. You can see all of Laos, and it's a very beautiful experience. So sunrise is epic, but this entire area is also epic.
if you're planning on doing the sunrise, you're gonna need to be here by 5 a.m.
Depending on what time of the year it is.
If not earlier, because you're gonna have to trek up. That could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and you wanna come before the sun rises if you're gonna do some of those epic time lapses. This is also a great place to disconnect from people. You're not gonna run into too many people up here, let alone any other Westerners if you are a Westerner. But we did, however, just have a really cool moment. We ran into somebody randomly who's seen our videos before and recognized us, so that was awesome. Shout out to you, Kyle, if you're watching this video a little bit later.
Things to note about Phu Chi Fa is that there are limited places to stay and limited places to eat. We have not eaten since yesterday morning at breakfast, so it's been about 24 hours and we're starving. When we got in last night, there was nothing open except a convenience store, so we had yogurt for dinner. So this is the restaurant in Phu Chi Fa. It closes early, around like 8:30, so if you get to Phu Chi Fa late, you're gonna be out of luck, so maybe bring your own food. We're gonna go in there and grab some breakfast because we are ravenous. That's it.
Not your most conventional breakfast foods if you're, you know, a Westerner, but
I like it.
they're good and they get the job done, which is exactly what we need right now.
Thai omelet, which is egg. It's like the egg they put in fried rice. Not only is the food really good, but you have a beautiful view to enjoy it. Uh-oh, the ants are late. If you're wondering where to stay in Phu Chi Fa, there are places hillside.
This is a great example of the one we stayed in. You just have to walk up and find them. Not many of them are available to book online. So it's a on negotiation basis kind of deal. Now some of the people don't speak English, so you'll have to use a series of hand gestures and maybe your calculator on your phone and Google Translate, for example. The one that we stayed in was 600 baht per night, which is a little bit more than we paid last year at 300 baht, but it was nice, had 2 beds, even had a flat screen TV with cable and Wi-Fi, which is kind of odd because I don't think that existed at all here last year. And it's, when you're out here, you're just very disconnected from everything. So, yeah.
So we're headed now to Chiang Rai, which is known as Chiang Mai's little brother.
Or sister.
Or sister, whatever. Just so that this is documented, we're climbing this crazy mountain right now, and our gas bar is blinking at 1. So, stay tuned.
Keep your fingers crossed for us. I think we should be in a good shape, but that's the tricky thing about Phu Chi Fa. There's not really any gas stations nearby, and by the time you gas up and make it here, you've burned through a lot of it. So, pointers for any novices coming this way, before you get to Phu Chi Fa, gas up as many times as you can.
But it does.
Oh my God, there's a bee.
That's a moth.
There's a bee.
On top of the delicious view.